start. Okay, ask people to ask me questions. So the thing is, why I'm doing this, every time when someone's asking me an interesting question, I answer them in the text chat, like in the commentaries, and then two videos later, I see the same question. So I really want to prevent this answering the same question all over again. That's why I'm doing this freaking video. And you here in the Twitch chat, you can ask me questions. Right now, I have nothing else to do, just answering questions. So, and the good thing is here, so the best thing is here, like people are rating the questions. So most interesting questions are probably on top. The late questions are here. How was life? Okay, I don't have to answer this one. I'm going back to the top. So I probably will answering all the most interesting question at least. So when do you realize you were big in the Fauna community? How was embracing the Faramine? So Faramine was actually, I think, who established that? I think it was Sunny, and he didn't care about me. I embraced it at the moment when it was there, basically. When Sunny said, "Is that for Ram?" I embraced it already. So, I hope that helped you. But basically, I'm just doing stuff. Like, when did you... Oh, yeah, it's a good question, actually. Like, what is... My main purpose or my main reason to do minion content was actually not anti-ganking. Like, if I'm a Fauna, no, a content creator for whatever game I want, or my main goal is to reflect the most relatable situation. What does it mean? Like, we have dual content creators like Havoc or Nova King or Barrack, but the majority of the players are playing Dominion and just hopping into solo queue, matchmaking, doing content about that I think that's the most relatable thing for everyone. So that's I think it's in my opinion, that's the most interesting content. So, and sorry for my bad English. So, I think I answered this question then. Boom. Would you ever do a series explaining your thought process during anti-ganking? Second, would you ever play a session with sub-viewers? How does it feel to be noticed by Ubisoft Montreal and be name dropped? I think you bring a good point with explaining ganks or my thought process when I'm getting ganked. Like, the problem is when I'm playing and trying to explain, like, it's just roughly explained because it's very complicated to explain every detail what's happening. I keep this in mind. Maybe when I'm totally bored, I have nothing to do, I can do this. But we have so many situations, like, not all gangs are equal. Like, depends on the hero picks. Like, if you see Shogoki or a Zanhu or a JJ, this is for me high threat level. Or Shamsul or PK. Different gangs, different behaviors, different things you have to keep in mind. But, yeah. This is an interesting content. I will remember that question. Would you ever do a play session with subs of viewers? The thing is, I don't want to overcomplicate things or overcomplicate my gaming sessions or stream sessions. Like, if I want to stream, I don't want to do big plans. Like, oh yeah, do I have a full group and who am I waiting right now? I'm just like, I start for Honor, click on matchmaking, that's it. So I don't think so. I'm just asking people I really know and I really enjoy to play with. Like Toadmine or Barricade. It's just really casual what we're doing. And it's not something like forced content. Like I also played with other content creators and it always felt a little bit forced. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain for me. So, how does it feel to be noticed by Ubisoft Montreal and be name dropped? Actually good. Really nice. That's it. Nothing else. So, what's the single most frustrating experience you've had? Whoa, what? In Fauna? Fauna, it's probably matchmaking. I really dislike the pace of changes. Like they always need like one full season to do some minor changes or really important changes. They will drop up obviously hot fixes to fix broken things, but I think so little things that can be dropped more frequently, like feeds changes or something like that. Or some value changes. I don't know. I wish Ubisoft would be work a little bit faster when it comes down to balancing. So, for me, that's at least the most frustrating things. What do you think about skill? Oh, okay, someone in the Twitch chat asks, what do you think about skill-based matchmaking? Man, is that not the goal of every matchmaking? Skill-based matchmaking? I mean, you already witnessed the last round was kind of good, but the first match was kind of trash. But also, I mean, there are many things, especially if you go solo queue matchmaking, you can meet all kinds of different situations. You can be matched with with everyone is solo, everyone's single, everyone is basically a rando, or you can be matched with stacks, or you can be matched against stacks. And if you fight with stacks against randos, it's very one-sided. It's also the opposite. You have to fight stacks, and you only have randos. Tricky. I get the point that for Ubisoft at least, it's really hard to balance stuff like that. But I think the best solution would be ranked system. Right now we just have matchmaking, and there's also another question: should we have two different rank systems, like solo queue ranked or stacked ranked? Like you cannot the advantage of having communication or know your teammate, how he behaves in a team fight, is cannot explain that in numbers. So in matchmaking, to be honest, I stopped caring anymore. Like if I see, okay, I have to fight stack teams, I say, okay, it's like that. But that's just for me, because I'm doing this for over 5 years. I stopped caring anymore. Okay, I hope I answered your question. I hope I also answered your question. I would love to see a tier list for heroes and feats. I mean, we have different tier lists. Like dual tier list and teamfight tier list. Like Warden, it's extremely good. Hitok Hero and Warden are extremely good in duels, but they go kind of go down in a team fight. But I think I'm not doing a tier list at all, because I think it's the least interesting content at all. And we have already also people who's kind of shit. Like Barricade, I think, has a tier list. I think it's also the most representative tier list we have right now. So I think if I do one, it's kind of redundant. So, sorry. But I think I answered your question now. So if you really want to see a proper tier list, go for Barracat. I think he has a dual tier list and a Dominion tier list. Your latest streams branching away from For Honor. Have been some of the most. Will you be branching out to more games, or will it just be second channel for fun type of things? Ooh, that's an interesting, really interesting question. The thing is, my main channel is just about For Honor. I try to upload occasionally other stuff like Apex Legends and what was it? I cannot remember. Also walkthrough game channel walkthrough content like Resident Evil and something like that. And they were kind of okay, so kind of successful. But the problem is, I also want to keep uploading every day For Honor content, and if I don't know how to explain it. I feel really bad, or it's just not really interesting to upload other stuff to the main channel. That's why I have a second channel where I just upload stuff, and I really don't care. It's just for fun. It's just for me, basically. I really don't care if they have many views or 0 views. Just for the fun, just for me. To challenge myself, basically. Or to keep things interesting. Okay. So I can upload multiplayer games, walkthroughs, single players, like maybe when Elden Ring is out, I will upload a walkthrough of it on my second channel. So that's it. Second channel, you're totally right, it's just for fun. When did you last play For Honor competitively, and what led you to stop? Also, do you ever intend to return? Did I ever enter competitive? I only played once in a tournament, but only because Barracat asked me to replace someone. And I also told him, yo, really want to do that? Because we really never scrimmed together. So, I think with the next update, For Honor becomes more interesting, because right now I really don't want to play around mechanics, aka option selects, aka playing around parry stun, aka and so on. You know? Like, I really want them to update all mechanics until the point For Honor becomes really interesting, competitive wise. Right now, it's just for fun. So never intend to return. I mean, I will try to enter competitive scene if I have more time. Like right now, thanks to Corona, most of my plans are destroyed, basically. Like, normally I would try to do vacations, something like that, but thanks to Corona, I cannot travel, and I think I'm stuck here, kinda, doing For Honor content. Like, I'm doing For Honor content for more like 5 years, and I never took a break, to be honest. Never took a break, and I will try to do a break, and yeah, I don't know. Thanks to Corona, we're getting more content. You're right, Twitch chat. Oh no. Nah, I mean, the point is I also want to rest a little bit. Don't worry. You will still see daily content, but for me. I want to visit some friends abroad. And the point is, forming a competitive team and then traveling around doesn't sound like a good idea for me. Like, when I played in a competitive team 10 years ago, like, you cannot do that. It's a no-go. Like, people want to scrim, you have to do preparation, you have to stay up to date. That's what I mean to stay competitive. Be trying to win the freaking tournament. Be the number one. What I did. At least once. So, that's why it sounds for me forming a competitive team, competing, like, it's a bad idea. When I have more time, sure. But right now, no. So I hope I answered your questions. Are all your games so good? Or do you only show the fewest best games? I mean, I can start Fauna again. I have something around a win rate of 75%. And you also see me lose a lot of games in almost every video, basically. But I think that's the point. Like, do the best out of the situation you have right now. And when you're in big trouble, that's basically the most interesting and best content for me. Like, running around, stomping people. I can also show these matches, but I think they are not interesting at all. Like, if you have a superior team or the better players in your team, you're basically stomping the enemy teams, and yeah, that's it. So not interesting. But of course, if you want to see everything, you basically have to watch my streams. In YouTube, you will see basically the highlights. But that's the point. YouTube, every content creator is uploading his his highlights on YouTube. And if you want to see the full stuff and want some interaction with the streamer, you watch his Twitch stream. Okay. How old are you, by the way? I am 32. Yes, I'm that old. But no, something like 2 or 3 months. I mean, Akashi. But don't worry, if that's the case, I will prepare some stuff. Or maybe I will stream when I'm on the way. So, why do you avoid playing so much of the roster? You mean other heroes? I mean, if I'm dueling someone, I can play one or something like that. But on my skill level, you cannot play a random hero and expect something great. If I would pick, I don't know, only Twitch stream can agree to that. If I would pick Rochi, the last match, we would lose that. It was kind of tight. And I mean, in my opinion, you cannot pick random heroes that are not viable at all. And I also don't want to be, I really hate that. Be a reliability to your team. That's why I'm pick viable heroes. Point. Case closed. I don't want to be that egoistic hero, that guy that picks, for example, Orochi, and then basically your team has to carry you. That's not my style. But I mean, I explained this question already. I played in a competitive team 10 years before for Raptor Gaming for 3 years. It was for the RTS game Dawn of War 2. I won ESL Pro Series Season 15 in my title, 9th place in Season 16, and 2nd place in 17. So I played for 3 years and I kind of got burnt out. That's why I stopped playing competitive. The problem is, like, you sign a contract. For me, it was like, for the first year, I have a trial contract. You sign it, you have to play for them 1 year. Then I won the first tournament. And then they gave me another contract because I had the first place. For 2 more years, I played them. I also signed this and I played for 2 more years for them. But and this time I kind of got burned out because I don't know how to explain it. You have to invest so much time to be the best and to stay the best. And right now, I don't see any reason to do the same for Fauna. There's less prize money involved, and this is for me a niche game, and the mechanics are not fun at all. So it's hard for me to jump into Fauna competitive scene. Like, that's why I'm so excited for Company of Heroes 3. Like, it's from the same developers, same genre, and it looks like the same game 10 years ago. But of course with updated graphics and engine. So maybe competitive in Company of Heroes 3, who knows? If they will ever publish a Dawn of War 4, I will totally jump in. Love this genre too much. RTS gaming. 3 times strategy. So I answered this one. How are you? How did this global pandemic affect your life? I hope you're doing great. I already answered that, I think. Like, yeah, I'm doing Fauna content for more than 5 years. I really want to do something else, like traveling or something like that for 2 or 3 months to take a break. Right now, I'm just working straight every day for Fauna. Yeah. Kinda sucks, for me at least. But hey, I'm trying to do the best out of this situation. So how long am I answering questions? 21 minutes. Okay, I would do 9 more minutes, but I don't think at all I can answer all the questions. Holy shit. Oh. Cursing, otherwise I get demonetized. I'm just here. You know what? So, what are your opinions on the channel 4 edits? He seems to be extremely good at the game. No idea who it is. Oh wait, I saw a YouTube video about it, but never watched it. So sorry, I have no opinion on that because I don't know who it is. Maybe I will catch up and then check him out later, but not now. I guess I'd like to know more about your personal life. If you're comfortable with that, what's your routine like? How do you manage your personal life and gaming life? Vlog would be cool if you do interesting things. That's also my plan if I'm going into vacation. I can roughly explain my day. Like, wait, Nami, come here. So I have a dog. Right now I live in an apartment by my own. And when I wake up, I try to do some stuff with my dog, go outside, some workouts. Have all to do the daily routine. Then I sit basically on my PC and try at least to play like 2 or 3 hours. After the gaming session, maybe I go eat. Or I watch a show and edit some videos while doing stuff. And here she is. There we go. Doggy has arrived. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, ah, ah. So right now, I was outside with her. She was sleeping the whole time, even when I played for Honor. Now, unfortunately, I wake her up because of you. So, after I edit some videos, I go outside with her again, and that's basically my day. Maybe I'll play in the evening. You always see me. Twitch streamers can, Twitch watchers, Twitch viewers can agree. I always stream on the most awkward time, in the morning or late in the night. Today was a exception. So, hope I answered you. You want more? You want more? Oh. 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 Okay, that's enough. Dog. So, what do you think? Is there a chance Ubisoft will ever update into Fauna 2? Of course, with the progress and stuff from Fauna 1. Chances are not that low. Like, I'm pretty sure Fauna will drop a bomb for Fauna, but when? I have no idea. Maybe this year, maybe next year, but right now they keep trying to fix the mechanics, like Stefan explained in the last stream. Like right now they fixed what did they fix? Option select, big step forward, of course. And now they will fix Dominion from a rule perspective. Like assassins, playing an assassin in Dominion is basically an advantage. So many ways. Like you have reflex guard, you get less renown for many jobs, like holding an objective, defending an objective, farming minion lanes. So now they normalized renown gain for all heroes. So I think when Ubisoft thinks this game is in a good state, they will drop something like a big bomb for Fauna. Maybe a huge update, like Matching Fire. Maybe Fauna 2. Who knows? Oh, okay. Okay, next to the YouTube questions. I'm rep 300 overall, started on beta and stuck with Fauna through the peer-to-peer network area. Love the game and I like but we are no longer available. Questions. If the developers pull you into the office and ask you to change one thing about each hero to make the game more balanced, what would for each hero? I think that's the wrong way to fix the game. To be honest, like they're already keeping rebalancing everything. I think the biggest step to improve the experience for everyone is the rank system. Like, I can totally understand when people say, hey, I just want to play Fauna casually, so they just hop into matchmaking. And also understand when people say, hey, I want to be good into this game, so we need a ranked, something like that. And also for matchmaking, like right now, if you just want to have some casual fun, you have to jump into Dominion. And I think this is, for the long term, a bad idea. I really want they add skirmish and elimination into matchmaking. Right now we have different matchmaking, makes for me no sense. It makes only sense if it has different blade time. Like Breach, for example, you have a average blade time of 20 minutes or 25 minutes, and Dominion can, I don't know, Minion maybe 12 minutes, 15 minutes. And if they adjust elimination and skirmish also to 10 or 15 minutes, and add those game modes to matchmaking to keep things interesting. Right now, the only diversity we have is event game modes, and I think that's not enough. So that's, in my opinion, the best way to keep the game interesting. Boom, answered. Like, I get the point, you want some chances for each hero, but I think we have to adjust every hero to the current situation. Like, I think Kyoshin is not ready. Kyoshin feels so bad in so many situations. So they have to update him once more again. But when? Who knows? Or also, now I will receive a lot of hate, but I think BP is also not in a good state. He needs some quite adjustments. Maybe a forward dodge attack that catches roll would be nice. This is slight little details. In Fauna, what heroes do you hate playing the most and why? I'm asking cause my second main is Situkiri. I've never seen you play him. Already answered that question indirectly. I think Situkiri is a great hero if you want to duel someone, if you want to gank someone. But overall, as a teamfight hero, he is quite lackluster. Like every time when you go for your opener, basically aka your kick or unblockable, you expose yourself in the team fight. But in a 1v1 or as a ganker, like if you charge up your unblockables or go for kicks, really hard to counter for that poor person that's getting ganked. So as a BP win, I agree, but make bash punishable. Yeah, it's with chat. See, like those slight little details. Like even a good hero needs some changes. BP forward dodge heavy, kinda, nah, changes. But I have a lot of examples like that. So, answered. If you had the chance to have a new hero, which faction should he be in? Which class? Oh, I don't know. It's an interesting question, but I will answer that very quick. Samurai, Yari, Spear. Boom. I think spears are very, very, very underrepresented in this game. We have a lot of swords, axes, and so on. I really want to see a dedicated spear hero. Not something like Valkyrie, one-handed spear and one shield. Would be, in my opinion, interesting. Since they cannot use the same animation for most of the heroes. They have to do new animations. So, what is it now? Playing strategic is... Oh, wait. Can you actually read the question? Sorry. Could arch them way earlier. Playing strategic is always a good thing when being ganked in Fauna. I'm representing Nushi and it's no easy task for Nushia, but for Nushi easy. Any tips for assassin main to get better? Not saying I'm bad with Nushia as... Yeah. But like 1v4 it's a little bit tough. Any tips? I'm on Xbox. Guys, that's you already answered your own question. Some heroes are not supposed to be good in 1v4. Nushia is extremely good in 1v1. Everyone can agree, since she has unreactable offense twice. Like, if you get past your starter, you have 400 millisecond lights, 400 millisecond lights, and they're kinda unreactable. And her traps are also good offense, dealing good damage, leading to your good offense or good pressure tools. But in team fights, her opener, like her traps, makes no sense. Like probably you will get interrupted. Or you have no hitbox. Nushia is tricky. You can do well in Dominion, of course, but only when you have good teammates. And also if they know how to play around with Nushia. But from experience, I also played quite a while Nushia, and if you jumped into matchmaking, people will sometimes fuck up your traps, and it's tricky. If you have a full stack that knows exactly how to interact with Nushia, good. If you have just randos, bad. And also if you have a full stack enemy team that also knows how to play against Nushia, it's tricky for Nushia. It becomes difficult. Nushia to compete with them. How are you? I hope you're having a great day. Wait, what? How are you? I hope you are having a great day. I do. How do you feel about having subscribers and people that support you from different countries? Greeting from Chile, the best country of Chile. Okay. This deserves a like. Good. Like here in the chat, we have people from France, like Akashi, people from Germany, Romania. Now we have you from Chile. That's also like people. Also, a lot of people are asking me why I'm not streaming in German. Like, Fauna is already small enough, and divide the community or creating barriers Makes no sense for me. Like Fauna is so small, and then creating, developing a Fauna channel just around German players makes no sense for me. That's why I really like to see comments like this. Like, hey, because I'm trying to create a YouTube channel with my bad English. Feels very satisfying for me. So, thank you. Hope you're also doing well. Now here, everyone in the Twitch chat, Brazil, Poland, South Africa, Belgium. Man, awesome. When did you start playing Fauna? Why and who? What introduced you to the game? Whoa, I think it's an easy, it's easy to answer. What got me into the game was basically this thing. The Fauna E3 trailer. And I think everyone can agree. Like, this trailer just delivered. I showed you the first minutes. If you don't know this trailer, you have to watch it. Like, you have everything. You have high action, you have jump cuts. It shows you a new melee system. And that's so cool. Yeah, the jump cuts, man. Okay. So that's basically drawn me into the game. I played since the first technical test, open beta, no, closed beta and open beta. So I'm a hardcore veteran, basically. Boom! Answered. Have you thought about uploading other games to the channel before? It added besides Chivalry, of course. Yes. Walkthroughs. Different games. Yes, check the channel sometimes. Yes, Titanfall. Yes! Titanfall was really good. I love the gunplay. Also the movement. That's why I want to establish a second channel where I can just upload stuff for the fun. It can be shooter, it can be real-time strategy, it can be single-player games. Fun. Okay. If you don't know my second channel, it is basically Mr. Ta-da, you see. Yeah, I just started to do regular uploads a week ago, but you see, my first upload was 10 months, Apex, Titanfall, but then I had a huge break. Yeah, 6 months ago. But now I'm trying to do it on a regular basis. Okay. Whoa, talking about 40 minutes, man. Are you part robot or part all-knowing demigod? Your reaction is impeccable. To be honest, I answer you straight away. My reaction time is kind of average. I don't have demigod level reaction time. I think I have average reaction time, but what makes me difference is I'm trying to focus. Like, I think that's the most important thing in a video game. You have to stay focused. If you really see you fighting a Blackbriar or Warlord, for example, you know exactly at one point he's going to bash you. And if you stay focused, try to react on orange, you will dodge it. Stay focused, fine. Even when you have average reaction time. What are your honor settings? Honor settings? Honor settings? And we know your nationality, but what about your ethnicity? Oh, that's easy to answer. I'm running most of my settings default. Graphic settings around medium. Max FUV. Mouse settings all default. I changed some keybinds. That's it. Ethnicity is I'm from Germany, but my parents are from Vietnam. Both of them. So basically I'm full-blooded Vietnamese. living in Germany. Answered. You're welcome. Do you have any idea of what you'll be doing when Fauna finally dies? I don't think Fauna will die very soon. So maybe like they keep updating, like Fauna. No, Ubisoft is not showing something different. Something else. Like they keep updating the game. They keep, yeah. What am I about to say? Yeah, they keep updating the game, balancing the heroes, adding new events, battle pass, and so on. So I don't think we'll die soon, but I will probably play a different game. But I can promise you one thing: I will keep uploading For Honor stuff as long Ubisoft keep updating their game. Boom. Answered. Who would you consider your main? You feel at your best with? I think it would be probably Blackbriar, to be honest. The only thing Blackbriar lacks is tracking and chase. But most situation, I mean, he can deal with most situations. Like duels, he can gank, can also fight in outnumbered situations. So I think Blackbriar is for me the best call. I feel most comfortable with him since there's not many situations he cannot deal with. Theory. Have you ever thought about moving away from Fauna and creating content on something else? I already answered this question with my second channel. Would you like to Fauna devs to implement crossplay? You mean between different tricky situation? I want crossplay with PC and new next gen consoles like PS5 and Xbox X series, but not last gen, since they're probably in a disadvantage. We have more frames, can customize more stuff, and so PC next gen, yes, but last gen, no. How do you feel being technically the only one who makes this game still alive? Wait, I have to see other. Wrong. Why? I hear that a lot. That people draw inspiration from my content. And that is also what I mean. Like, I want to do content about the most relatable situation for everyone. For everyone. That means not many people can relate to duels. Or that's also my main complaint about doing Fauna tournaments right now. Like, I saw it so often in the chat. Like, people cannot relate to the situation. They're always asking, hey, why they are just waiting? Why they are not attacking each other like crazy? Is that not the point? In theory, yes, but they don't know about the mechanics. Like, you don't want to tag people unnecessarily. You don't want to feed revenge. You want to gank properly and so on. And option selects, blah, 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 blah. For the most people, it's not relatable what's going on. So when I do, like, that's why I'm doing the most relatable stuff, throwing myself into matchmaking. People can relate to that. They see you can't succeed even without exploiting cheesy mechanics. They draw inspiration. If you do, mission accomplished for me. Thank you. So, answered. I hope it was helpful. Okay, so it's not a question, but a request for Nami post from time to time. I can do that. Like right now, I'm using Instagram more passively, like as a I use it on a passive way. Like I'm just consuming stuff. But I try to post on my Instagram more Nami stuff. Boom. Maybe you're lucky watching my Twitch stream. You see her occasionally live right now. Wait. Whoop. Whoop. She's. But she's already 7 years old, so she's kind of old. But she's sleeping half the day. No, bad angle. Better angle. How do you stay calm? Surely you must get frustrated sometimes. I do, of course. Everyone gets frustrated because, especially in situations when you're about to win a fight easily in a 1v1, for example, or a 1v2 situation, that was totally under my control. But when a mate just joins and throw random moves at the enemies and brings me in trouble, I of course get frustrated. But I think everyone can relate to that. But most of the time, if I see matchmaking was completely off and this game wants you to basically to lose, I don't get frustrated at all because it's not in your hands, basically. You can try to do the best. I always try to do the objectives, try to do my best. But if I see I'm losing or the team is losing, fine, happens. Boom. Answered. Like, to keep it short, if it's in my hands, wait, no. Like, if a mate joins, I cannot do anything. That's why it's so frustrating. I cannot do anything about that. The only thing I can do is just turn around and leave him alone in that fight, but that's actually not the point of the game. So that's why it's so frustrating for me. Do you ever want to stream different content, but are too afraid to, in case you don't get as much views? No, I'm absolutely not afraid. Stream other games, like people saw me playing really different games. Like I played, what was I playing? Little Nightmares on stream. Even Super Animal Royale, Chivalry, and so on. I really don't care about my Twitch views, to be honest. So chat, don't be mad at me, but I really don't care about the amount of viewers. But if people just enjoy the content I'm streaming, it's a win-win situation. I have fun playing a different game, and if the viewers are also enjoying that shit, win-win. Boom. What tips would you advise someone to improve at anti-ganking? Anti-ganking is really tough to explain. Like I said, there's different type of gangs you have to consider. There's the bash type of gang, bash light, heavy. Then they can keep going on. Like one is trying to GB or light you for another to confirm another heavy, or a hack gang of Shugurki, a bite gang of Shamsel, and so on, or unblockable gangs. It's not easy to explain. Maybe I will do it in detail in another video, but you can also watch Barricades, basically. I think. Like you will see the most common gang tournament videos. Like they really practice this every day. Gang properly. Like if they see a certain situations, okay, I have to do this, I have to do this. Boom. But we also can watch and learn from my stuff. Like I'm dealing with the most common stuff in matchmaking. Try to focus and learn from the situation, and I try to adapt. How do you feel now you're one of the biggest names out in Fauna community? I don't know. Like I started as like one of the smallest one, I think. But now I'm here just by doing stuff. Keep uploading videos. And now I feel good. Basically, hard work pays off, I would say. But right now, I don't feel like biggest one. That's the biggest names. But it feels good to be rewarded, I think. So, the stream, I care about you. Which games do you play other than Fauna and Chivalry? Like, do you play story games like Ghost of Tsushima or God of War? I don't have a console. The only console I have right now is a Switch. But I also enjoy other games like, wait seconds, like Apex Legends. Baba is you. Hollow Knight. Oh, I still have to play Hollow Knight. Oh, Super Anime Royale, Rimworld, Chivalry. And I hope can add Total War Warhammer 3 on the list, Age of Empires 4, and Company of Heroes. But in general, I enjoy most of the games. And of course, really good single player games like Cyberpunk, Dark Souls series, Sekiro, hope for Elden Ring. Also good single player games like Resident Evil. Whew. Oh my god. I think I would answer 1 full hour of questions, then I think I make a cut. Which games do you play other than For Honor and Chivalry? Obvious question. Why you don't get into competitive For Honor? I already answered that one. About the future question, what will happen if For Honor discontinue? What kind of content are you going to make? Any other force after For Honor discontinue? The thing is, we have so many good games right now. Like Battlefield 2042 is coming. I'm really excited about that one. New World is coming out. And other games like that. Blood of Heroes. Naraka. Can also add Chivalry on the list. But like I said, I will do For Honor content as long Ubisoft will support this game. And even beyond even beyond. Boom. But there's plenty of replacements. What is sole driving reason you still play For Honor? By which mean what features has kept you hooked until today? Oof. Yeah, that's a good question. I think, do you know the feeling you become that good into a game and you keep still playing this game? Like right now, I reached level For Honor, and you basically know almost everything about that game. You want to keep on going. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I think For Honor is a good game, but they have to improve it. That's why I also just play 2 or 3 hours of For Honor. Like I cannot play it like for 6 hours. It's impossible for me. I can only focus on this game for 2 or 3 hours. In small doses, For Honor is cool, good, but in big doses, ugh. Because it's so unique. So, someone in Twitch asks, to be honest, do you really think one day Ubi will make For Honor number 2, or does it not make sense for you? I think if they keep improving the mechanics, make it fully enjoyable for everyone, yes, they will drop a bomb for that. Why is it good with anti-ganks? Is there a trick you use when fighting against multiple opponents? No. I mean, I know all mechanics. I think that's also a good point. Like, if you know all tricks of the game, aka, yeah, if you know all mechanics, and if you can adapt to them, you can deal with most of the situations. So basically, you have to learn the game. Like you have to learn about external blocks, how parry works, how bashes works, how unblockable works, how unlock works, and so on. And of course, the hero dynamics. And of course, oh, what's going on? Look at here. Boom. Oh, boom. She's back. Oh no. Now I woke her up. Now she wants to go outside. It's a really short question, but needs long explanation. But basically, if you know what I'm doing in my videos, you basically become really good at that. So, okay. Did you ever play the Onimusha games on PS2? And when yes, which one was your favorite? I play one Onimusha, and it was on the PlayStation 1. I think Onimusha 1 was one of my favorite games. Never had the chance to play other Onimusha games, but I think I was just too young. My brother had the PlayStation, and he borrowed it from a friend, and also watched him. And when he finished the game, I also had the chance to play it. But it was a really good game, especially Onimusha 1. So, if you could improve Kensei in some way, what would it be? I've been watching you for a long time now. You're the main reason I have rep 70 Kensei. She's been. I've been over. Okay. Kensei zone. Like, I don't see any reason to commit the second zone attack. Nature's Wrath. Cannot cancel that big ass heavy attack. And it doesn't have any hyper armor. What else? Wish the soft feint from the top heavy. Like, if you go for top heavy, you can go for a pommel strike or the side lights or the side heavies. I wish the side lights were undodgeable. Like, I had so often this situation. I had to. You have to right read, but still, the enemy has so many iframes on it. They're also dodging your side light. Yeah, and I'm looking at you, Mr. Gladiator. Or at you, Mr. Shigoki. What is the best trick to improve in 1vx? There are no shortcuts. Just learn the game. Like I said, learn all mechanics. Learn the game. Keep playing. Get used to many situations. And many ganks. Will you stream Elden Ring? I hope so. If it's out, sure. Like, I also streamed Sekiro. Oh my god, the Sekiro stream was insane. But I will 100% I will stream it. Don't worry. How does it feel knowing your videos are staged and you got instant revenge hacks and most of the time? Lol. I think Smiley says it's a joke. But no. I 100% authentic. Boom. What kind of heroes would you like to be added to the game? I already explained that. Be a hero. Because it's underrepresented. They have to add new movesets. Would be interesting. Do you think you could actually compete in Fauna competitive minion? Good question. I think yes, but not in the winning team. But it's only one way to find out, just by playing it and find out basically. But right now, I don't know if it's not worth it to invest that much time in Fauna competitive. For me, at least. If you have fun to invest that much time, sure, go for it. I won't judge you. An opposite. I'm really happy for you. But when Fauna becomes really relevant game, maybe. Sure. Like, but I think the most important thing to make Fauna competitive scene successful is to add a rank system and to add unique, interesting boards for it. For example, Apex Legends is doing such a simple thing. If you reach Diamond, Master, or Apex Predator, you get one unique animation or an effect. Call it whatever you want. And people are just grinding ranked only for that reason. To have this unique thing. So more people understand the game, more people investing their time for being competitive. Maybe we have more teams in the competitive scenes and so on. But right now we only have matchmaking. Blah blah
Supporting
blah,
the man
blah.
that supports our game. Less than 3 always love your content.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So I wish Ubisoft would add a ranked mode. So I would also try ranked with friends, play the game properly. But that's the problem. We don't. So that's why Fauna competitive is not really evolving. No, not increasing in size. Like if people see, oh, we have interesting rank rewards, we also want to play ranked now, and they see and they figure out, oh, it makes actually fun to play Fauna in a proper way. But no, that's not the case right now. Who do you think is the best anti-ganker when it comes to moveset here and your skill with them? JJ. Right now it is JJ. JJ, Zanhu, BP, Shogoki are all good. And Berserker. Kensei is also good, but I already explained it. And it's also a definition of anti-ganking. Like, for me, there are different. How do I explain it? Yeah, different definition of anti-ganking, like stalling, for example, also for me anti-ganking, or trying to do as much damage possible in the gank, also anti-ganking for me. Like if you can stall long enough and deal some damage, and when you're lucky, you can stall long enough until a teammate arrive, and he can teamfight with you, and they're already really hurt, so it's easy to finish them off, a brawl basically. Or maybe you die in the team fight, or your teammates profits from the damage you have done. Or different situation, you stall long enough and then you die, but your teammates captured the whole map. Like they're different definition of anti-ganking for me. But in many cases, it's JJ. He's hard to gank. He can deal a lot of damage. He's a huge health pool. He has good feats. He has good perks to survive ganks. Boom. What do you think about the option select change? Good. Boom. Well, answered. I don't like hidden mechanics. Hidden mechanics makes the game inaccessible for new players, and I really don't like that. So, like, if you think about it, Fauna has so many hidden mechanics, and what competitive games has so many hidden mechanics like Fauna? Not so many. Like League of Legends has not so many hidden mechanics. Counter-Strike. Like, if someone sees someone new, they will understand the game, even without knowing the mechanics. Like, Counter-Strike is so easy to understand. So about team coordination and when to strike. But in Fauna, like, for example, if you have to do a team fight, like, it's so hard to explain it to a new player. What's going on there? Why do you not play Highlander? Oh no, I knew this question was coming. I don't like Highlander. I don't like Highlander at all. That's it. I don't like his style. I don't like his moveset. He's just, I don't know. If you like him, I'm totally fine with it. But I personally don't like him. And I think it's also totally fine just to say. How are you able to keep calm under pressure of getting gang where sometimes in those, especially if the gankers are good players? I think you have to stay calm at all costs or in all situations. Like if you just panic or throw panic moves, won't help you at all. So most cases I will stay calm. That's it. And trying to read, like if you see a berserker and someone else is ganking you, you have to consider GB zone into heavy, double heavy, and so on. You have to consider that. Maybe you have to let the GB fly. Just try to actively think in the gank. Because throwing random moves won't help you. How did you get involved into gaming? Also, who do you think your dog would main? He would main probably Warmonger. I don't know. But that's also the reason why I have him why I have the wolf equipped on most of my mains, because it's a black dog. I have a black dog, black shepherd as pet. That feels awesome to have my pet in the game. And how did I get involved into gaming? I think I was into gaming in my childhood, and my brothers had an Amiga. That was the first gaming console we ever had in the family, like an Amiga. I don't know if you know what an Amiga is. It's basically a keyboard, PC. Yeah, it's a keyboard, but with a built-in PC. You can put floppy disk in it, and it plays video games for you. Insane. But when my parents bought us a PC, I just played RTS games nonstop. Warcraft 3 or StarCraft. And that's why I got into RTS competitive scene. But never mind. I hope that answered your question. Oh no, I passed already 1 hour. Oh my god, time flies when I'm answering questions. Do you have another job aside from doing YouTube and streaming? Actually, I can do a living out of YouTube, but I also have other things going. I'm also trying to learn actively how to edit videos, how to record videos, like going outside and record stuff. It's not a profession, but it's a hobby for me. And also trying to learn how to invest stuff. Yup. Are you both parents gamers or not at all? No, they are not at all gamers. What's your favorite food of all time? You can answer them by types like breakfast, food, or dessert, or be specific as you want. My favorite food of all time is chili con carne. Yes. Breakfast, I often make myself a smoothie. And dessert. Like often I have something like a protein regal as a dessert. And oh man, favorite, I don't know, man. Right, breakfast, smoothie, dessert, but most of the time I eat something like with rice. Chicken with rice, fried rice with eggs, fried rice with chickens and so. Ooh. But if I have to make myself something fancy, chili con carne. Even when it's not fancy at all. But I like just like that. I fail to see how you don't play Warlord. I really dislike 500 millisecond bash offense. Only play Black Briar because his Bulwark stance is so unique and rewarding. And it gives you many options in a fight. But if I really like, that's why I also don't see me playing Conqueror or Warlord. Like Conqueror and Warlord are also insane in duels. But I just like the idea of 500 milliseconds neutral bashes. Were you really a champion at Dawn of War 2 PvP? I found you when you were a Fauna main and heard that you played Dawn of War 2 championships. Yes! 2010. Oh my god, now I have to. I don't. Oh, maybe I don't have to. You can see, like, it's actually a funny story. Like, when Dawn of War 2 came out, you had something like a world rank list, something like that, and I was on top 5. And then, through a funny, then I met someone from
Help me.
team.
JAW jam.
Rapper. Hello, thank you. What's up? So then I met him and I defeated him, and he was like, "Hey, GG, you're also German. You're interested in playing in our team?" I was like, "Oh, no, but we can keep playing together." And then there was something like, then he convinced me to participate in a tournament, and then I accepted, kept playing, so on. Like he saw me, I was top 5 in the world, something like that. Top 5, top 3. I don't know, really remember it on the scoreboard or world list. I don't know how to call it. And sorry if I have to explain it so poorly. Then I kept playing tournaments, and yeah, that's basically it. Is the Ahmed behind you Maximilian style or Elizabeth? I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I have a Warden helmet. I think it's called Babuta helmet. This is actually self-made. This, if you remember it, is from Dark Souls 1. It's a prop. I made it myself with foam. Then I also have a Faram helmet here. Oh, Nami. She's annoying me. Look at her. She wants to go outside again. Okay, guys. I would answer one more question. Then I call it a GG and I will upload this on. Boom. But yes, I was a competitive Dawn of War 2 player and I won one big tournament. I played 3 years in a professional team. How many hours do you have on this game? Oh, thank God. This is easy to answer. Okay, I only have to open my Uplay for that. This is Oscar's helm? Yes. The Elite 9 helm. So I only have to open my Uplay for it, click on Fauna, and you see my playtime in PvP. 3,000 hours. Yeah. That was an easy question. Thank you. Okay, guys. Wow, still 120 people on the Twitch chat. Insane. But now it's time to go. My dog is annoying me. He wants to go outside. Okay, guys. I will stream tomorrow again, or maybe in the evening. Chivalry. Who knows? Until then. See ya.